Dark Souls 2 Scholar the First Sin. As you can see, I've changed up my equipment a little bit since the last time. I got the Hunter's hat on because it's my coolest looking hat. I got the Drangleic mail, leather gloves, and Alva leggings. Our poise isn't fantastic, but whatever. We also have the Drangleic shield because I didn't realize when I picked it up because I didn't really pay attention. It does have 100% physical block, so any physical attack that we block with it will do no damage to us. Now granted, the heavier hitting enemies will obviously take more stamina off, but whatever. And then we got the Longsword and the Morning Star, +4 and +2 respectively. The Ring of Blades, Covetous Silver Serpent, Ring of Restoration, and for some reason I still have the Cat Ring on, but I shall change that to the Stone Ring, which actually requires me to change my equipment. Because for some, I had this all set up so that I would just be ready. You know what, does this take less? No, the Traveling Merchant hat is actually heavier. Wow, that's honestly a surprise. Do I have lighter gloves besides the invisible ones? I do not. Well then, you know what? They are obviously worse, but... and they look dumb. Alright, I don't like that. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. We'll go back to our Alva armor. That lowers us quite a bit, and then we can probably put on the Drangleic pants, and potentially even the gloves? No, not the gloves. Let's see, do we have better gloves that we can put on? None that are light enough. You know what? We'll stick with 65%. As long as we're under 70, we're good, so we're good. Now then, a couple... oh, actually, with that, does that mean I can... actually, I'd rather probably put it here. That will. Okay, so we'll equip that as well, because I also have a sorcery now. I now have Soul Arrow. And I got that, I leveled up a bunch, and I got that to make getting rid of the Flame Lizards a little bit easier, which I will actually go over right now. Also, we're not... actually, no. We'll check out the Flame Lizards in a minute. But I've decided where to use my Fragrant Branch of Yore that I got. It was a toss-up because there's two. We could have went back and finished off things betwixt, made it through that statue, or went through that statue and got the stuff on the other side. But we are going to go and use it on this statue over here that releases the entrance to the Shaded Woods. Not because I'm planning on... oh, whoops, that's also the wrong button. Well, it's good that I did that outside of combat when I'm going to be going to a bonfire before I actually fight anything anyway. Not because I plan on going to the Shaded Woods. Oh, fuck me. But I didn't bring... shit. Hang on, we need to go back. I need a couple pieces of gear. But because I'd rather unlock Pyromancy than finish things betwixt. Because while I don't know that Pyromancy will come in handy coming up, it's always good to have more options. So I mean, like, that's one of the reasons why I got Sorcery. Because now we have sorceries if I need to snipe something from a distance, which, ooh, actually come to think of it, that might really come in handy in the next area. There's one enemy that I may end up using that on. But I need my item box, and I need at least a chest piece here. What we got for chest pieces? I mean, just hollow armor, eh? I mean, I guess we'll just take a hollow infantry for now, because I think I only need one piece right now until we find something better. Oh, I guess I could have went and saw what Mothman had, but I don't think I have any souls to pop to buy very much, and I doubt that I can buy much from... well, 1900's pretty good for buying stuff. I mean, obviously there's a lot of stuff that costs a lot more than that, but I don't think he sells too much that costs more than that. But yeah, I'd rather unlock Pyromancy, just to have that extra option. My next few levels are probably going to go into Attunement. Hey, Benhart, just so that I can have a spell and a Pyromancy equipped at the same time. We shall use this here. And then if we pull that, we can go through the door to the shaded woods, but there's no need for us to do that anytime soon. Are you done?
Thank you. Thank you.
I know.
Petrified. Hard to speak.
God, is the fucking predator hunting me?
A moment, please. I'm fine, I think. No, I'm fine. Really, I am. My name is Rosabeth. Thank you so much for rescuing me. Oh, you're that traveler. I still haven't thanked you. Well, I'm quite a hand at pyromancy. So perhaps you could consider this my thanks. I was attacked and turned to stone, I think. I owe you my life. If you had not come... Oh, I feel shameful wearing these rags. I hate to burden you further, as you've already saved my life. But just look at me. My clothes are in tatters. Do you have any clothing that you could spare? I'll take anything, whatever you don't need. I'm not particular when it comes to apparel. Anything at all will do. Just put it on the ground, and I'll change into it later.
Okay, so yeah, now you can buy from her. I don't know what ring she has. Just the defensive rings. What are these? Blue bird boosts defenses and a fire seed. So you can buy that. That's how you increase your pyromancy. We have fireball, I think. I don't think that there's very many pyromancies that you can find. I think there's a few enemies that will drop them, like those big lizards will drop. I think can drop fireball, fire orb, and like greater fire orb or something, but it's like super fucking rare. But we shall give equipment, which is why we went back for it. Now anything that you give her you don't get back, which is why you should be choosy at least a little bit in what you give her. It doesn't matter what you give her. Yeah, see, it cannot be retrieved, so yes.
I have my very own teacher. His name is Korean of the Fold, a famed sorcerer in Malphia, our hometown. I was fascinated by sorcery, and so, well, he's so unique, you see. When he set out for Drang Lake, I couldn't let him go alone. But we were separated, quite early on, I'm afraid. I'm rather unskilled, and the Lord probably ditched me. But, oddly, I'm a fast learner when it comes to pyromancy. What we're fascinated by, and we're skilled at, are not always the same thing. Why can't I just focus on what I truly enjoy? Oh dear, I shouldn't be so choosy. It's hardly my place.
I think I might have to close my window. There's somebody outside fucking banging the fuck out of something. Oh, that sucks so much because it was getting really warm in here.
I have my very own teacher. I was fascinated.
Okay.
I'm rather unskilled.
Yeah, whatever. Alright. So now we shall leave, and I don't think we have to talk to her again to get her to move. I think
What?
as long as we've given her something.
Clearing the way was you doing, was it? Didn't think you had it in you, pal. No, no, no. That's not like it sounds, no. It was, places. Aye, that's all. Name's Ben Hart. Thanks to you, I can resume my journey. If we share the same path, I'm sure that we are going to meet again. I'll repay my debt to you in battle. I swear it by my sword. The road ahead's going to be long, but I'm here to help. It's a true man who honours his debts, and I'll see mine paid. I swear it by my ancient sword. It's a true man. I swear it.
Alright, so yeah, that's Ben Hart. He'll help us, just like Pate, he will help us in the future and to progress their storyline. You have to summon them during boss battles. I don't remember if they have to survive the boss battles or not. Because of the way I played, it's generally not an issue, because usually by the time I get to any boss battle, I'm over leveled for it, and the fact that I have help just makes it so much easier. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is looking through the achievement list. I may go for the 100% in this game. Whether or not you guys will see me get the 100%, I don't know. Because the thing is that to get the 100%, obviously you need to get all of the spells, all of the miracles, all of the hexes, and all of the pyromancies. And one of the pyromancies and two of the spells, I think, are locked behind PvP covenants, which I do not do because I hate the PvP in this game, which is why I play it offline. Oh, and by the way, we're going this way because, apparently you can also do a really weird thing in order to get over there early to get that item, but I don't have faith at all that I would manage it, so, well, fuck, okay, never mind, we're good. Thought I slipped, but we're good. Oh wait, alright, if I'm not falling all the way down, I can take the ladder. I also don't know if I can get to where I want to go from here. I'm going to the Flame Lizard Pit. But unfortunately, there is nowhere else to get those pyromancies, or that pyromancy or the other two spells, until New Game Plus Plus. I think that means I have to beat the game twice, because this is New Game. Obviously, once I beat it once, it would end up in New Game Plus. I think I can jump this if I... damn it. Damn it. Anyway, as you can see, I've killed the flame lizards that were in there. Thanks mainly to that pyromancy, but... I didn't get anything useful. I think I got... Like I said, I got the fireball pyromancy, but I'm reasonably certain that it was... I can't remember if I got that when I was like first killing them in the video or not. But anyway, yeah, I killed them and I got that, and I got the Rebel Great Shield, or the Rebel's Great Shield, and a key for something later that I don't remember. But I got a key for something. I got the Rebel's Great Shield, which is actually a pretty good shield. It not so much on the physical, but for the elemental defense, I think it might be the best shield, because if you I'm pretty sure if you infuse it with an element, it will then become 100% resistant to whatever element you've infused it to. It may lower the resistance to the rest of the elements a little bit, but as far as I'm aware, it's the best elemental shield that you can get. So now this next area we're going to is Heides Tower Flip. Oh, right. So, like, obviously what I'm doing right now is very much like 100%. Like, I want to find every item. I'm killing everything until it's dead, so I can level up like a motherfucker. And, like, once we reach some of the areas, like, the Covenant of Champions up there requires Awe Stones to level up. So once we reach an enemy that can drop awe stones. I have to be in the Covenant for that to happen, but I mean, whatever. Once I reach... Wait, is this even the right direction for Heides Tower? I don't think so, is it? Might be. What's around the corner? If it's not, I have no idea where I'm going. I think this is the way, though. But yeah, and then obviously to beat the game again, because I need to beat the game again. Oh, we didn't pick this up last time. There's a shield in this chest. Obviously to beat the shield, or beat the shield, it's the Crimson Parma. To beat the game again, obviously I wouldn't care to do another full 100%. I definitely wouldn't want to kill everything to death again. Probably. I mean, maybe I would. I don't know. Oh, right. We actually already went this way, right? And I could have just teleported to the bonfire. Oh, well. Because, yeah, you need to make it all the way through, and then I think you need to make it to Drangleic Castle on your third playthrough, and then there's a guy who will sell you the items. Hello, Mr. Knight. I will not be fucking with you currently. I will be using this, though, and fighting this guy, and hoping that he doesn't do very much damage to me. Now, these guys, they're big, they're slow, and they're armored, which means that the Morningstar will rip through them. Now I'm going to fight this guy and that guy up there, and then I'm going to take on this knight here. I just want to kill that guy up there on the off chance that he aggroes me somehow. Oof. Oof. Oh, I was not... Ooh, I was not expecting that. Oh. Oh, okay, I didn't expect the last attack there either. Alright, fuck you, buddy. Where's my life gem? I got 52 fucking life gems, alright. But yeah, it's one of the great things about that maze. Now, I can parry with the shield, which is nice. I know that a lot of people like to parry these guys. Oh, wrong button again. Fuck, just played assassin. But, oh, damn it. I was not watching my... Oh, miss. But as long as you can stagger them, they're not bad. And those guys there, I probably shouldn't really be killing them without my traveling merchant's cap on. Oh, fucking hell, this game and its fucking weight system. Okay. Because the shield weighs a lot too, is the thing, right? Okay, now this guy here can be a pain because there's not really a good place to fight him. I guess I'll try and drag him down there because I think he has a leash on him, so he can't quite make it to that nice round platform. Oof. Just make sure he walks into my stabs and we're good. What do we get? Hey, we got the High Knight Sword. Now, I think that's actually a pretty solid weapon. I think that's more or less all that we can get from these guys, actually. It actually does... Well, I guess my longsword is +4 right now. Oh, but it does a little bit of lightning damage. That's cool. Alright, it's a little bit less physical damage, but it does a little bit of lightning damage all on its own, so that would be good against some enemies. But yeah, because I'm reasonably certain that you can get their armor, but not until New Game Plus, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, as to whether or not you guys will see me get the 100%, like I said, I don't know, because I mean, after I could do a New Game Plus run, because there is some different stuff in New Game Plus, I don't think that it's like a huge difference. But there is some stuff, like even like right away in things betwixt, there's extra enemies in there. Now we did cheese the Pursuer, so obviously I'm not against that, and you can cheese the Dragon Rider. who you can see in there. In fact, you can cheese him two different ways. You can cheese him by shooting him from here with spells and arrows and that, and make him take damage. And then when you walk into the room, all you gotta do is just tap him and he dies. And the other thing you can do is these here, like you can see how there's like, it's a very small circle that he's standing on. He can fall off that circle and die. But then when you hit these, it raises more rings on the circle so that it makes it harder for him to fall off. And then I think there's two of them. There's another one that I think is just in this next building that you can raise, and then it takes away the holes entirely. I don't think you can fall down through it at all. But there's two bosses in this area, and there's one summon that you can, or at least you used to be able to use them for both bosses. Boosh. And now that I've killed him, these guys will activate. Okay, and now if I can get... Oh, that guy actually backed off. Oh, hit him. Yes. Oof. It's a risky move right there that I went for it. Wow, that guy... Why the hell did he leash so close? Come on, buddy. I need you to attack me. Oh, that was... Oh, because he didn't go for the third swipe. He went for a down slash. How dare you do a down slash? I didn't know that you had one. Yeah, I think this right here. So yeah, as you can see, we're not going to cheese the Dragon Rider. I cheese the Pursuer because... like in Scholar the First Sin, the Pursuer shows up a lot. Like as you progress, he just shows up in random spots and fights you as like a big black phantom. So I didn't mind cheesing him because, like I said, we're going to end up having, like I said, he shows up a lot, so we're going to end up having to fight him a lot. That guy there, is there any other enemies up here? No? Alright, well, let's kill this guy then. Oh, what the hell? That was weird. He must have gotten an attack off. Frick. How dare you hurt me? I only have 49 more life gems now because of you, dick. Alright, and I think there's another one there as well. Early on, Hide Knights can be like a giant pain, but... This guy here is also... kind of a pain as well. His attacks are a little bit awkward. But we do have a summon here that we can use. And that we'll probably use. I don't want to go over there to fight that guy. Oh, right. Actually, that's all I want to do with that. Haha! Dude, the stab for this longsword is amazing. It makes so many enemies a lot easier because all you need to do is just wait. Like, you just gotta wait. It's like once they're close enough, they'll walk into your stab. Obviously, it doesn't work so well on big guys because big guys generally have a big enough... Oh, the Ring of Binding. Have a big enough build-up to their attacks and a long enough reach that they can really fuck you over. You know? Should we summon? Nah, we won't bother summoning the guy right now. So yeah, that's obviously for the Dragon Rider boss fight, is that fog wall there. Now my only issue with doing this area and fighting both of the bosses in this part is all of these Hide Knights that are around, once you defeat the Dragon Rider, except for apparently that guy, I didn't know he did that. Once you defeat the Dragon Rider, all the Hide Knights will wake up, and they will start patrolling. Okay, I'm not... Okay. It's a very weird attack that he has there. And And I think is his left arm broken or something? Like his left arm just kind of like hangs there, which is really weird. But yeah, all the Hide Knights, apparently that one does it either way. They'll wake up and start attacking you and actually like aggro on you, just willy-nilly. Whereas the way they are right now, obviously, I get some free hits in, which would be... Now, I don't know how much they respawn. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I went heavy attack for some reason. Luckily enough, though, these guys are super easy. Big enemies in this game generally aren't bad. Hey, the cracked blue eye orb that I'll never use, because that is for the Blue Sentinels Covenant, which I unfortunately do have to join for like a second, because I didn't realize that you don't get the achievement for finding them until you join them. Because yeah, I do plan on trying to max out all of the a spear guy. I have a feeling like this. Yeah, their arms are, or their left arm is definitely busted. Oof, that hurt. That hurt quite a bit. Oh. Oh my lord. Alright, run away. Oh, you cunt bag. I didn't rest at the bonfire here, did I? That's a shame. The spear guy sucks, because he's got that little bit extra reach, and it just really fucking blows. Maybe I should try and backstab him. I could also, like I said, I could use the summon to kill these guys. Because, I mean, the summon will follow you quite a ways around this place. I hate the fucking hollowing in this game. I mean, like, I like that it's not like the other, like Dark Souls 1, where you just immediately lose a bunch of health and like it lowers gradually as you go. But I hate like the physical effect, like the visual effect of hollowing, because it just makes your character look like shit after your first death, and it's just so annoying. Yeah. I'm only gonna fight the knights as I go. Old Knight Greatsword, hey, that's cool. I'm not gonna fight the Hide Knights again. Well, except for obviously the one that I have to. Okay, fight you. Brick. Another cracked blue eye orb. I think that guy might be able to drop awe stones, in all honesty. Or maybe it's the... I don't know. I don't think it's these guys. I think there's like... Yeah, it's probably not that guy. It's probably the sword guy. Oof. Because I think that there's one of these guys who can drop awe stones if you're in the Champion Covenant. And obviously there's another mace guy over there. So there's a good chance that it's just this sword guy in here that can do it. Or that can drop them. I don't know why it would be this guy. It's not like really any of these guys are any harder than the rest. Oof. I have a feeling that that should have fucking hit me. Oh, he followed me this time. Yep. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. The other one actually came at me. Let's go this way, because these guys do have a bad habit of bouncing off of each other and falling off the cliff. If they actually... Oh, they didn't actually follow me out, though. Oh, the one did, which is actually not very good. Because I'd much rather not fight him out here, as you can imagine. Oh, is he... Oh, nope. I saw him take a step back. I assumed he was retreating. He did not. Oh, and a fourth attack. Well, fuck you, buddy. Sick of your shit. Hey, Old Knight Leggings. Yeah, you could get all of these guys' armor pieces, and I think all of their weapons, and even their shield, I think. Pop that just in case, because I, for some reason, fucking suck fighting these guys at this point. Another cracked orb. Maybe both of them can if they're both dropping those, because like one of these guys hasn't dropped one yet. I guess that doesn't mean that he can't, it just means that he hasn't. Okay. Knight will follow me. Yeah, I think the Hide Knight will follow me further than the big guy. So we shall head over this way to try and get just the one. Oh my god, one of you needs to leave. Okay, seriously? Are you really gonna fucking follow me this far? I mean, alright. I'll fight you all the way down here. Wow, this guy should not be following me this far. Fuck you. From that angle, man. Oof. That was super risky. Alright. I'm gonna go and get my souls back, and then we're gonna head down the other way and get the summon guy to help me with the spear dude. Obviously I could just, you know, magic him to death probably, but they do have a good bit of speed to them, so it is risky. Do that. I kind of want to just fight him one more time, just mono a mono, but you know, actually try, not just because he didn't seem to buddy. Now, since you guys follow me, well, no, this is good enough. I was going to take him into, like, the big round room, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay. Now, I don't know how hard you're going to fucking poke me with that. Oh, you fucker. Fancy. Also fancy. Yeah. Okay. Now give you a minute to stand up. And then there we go. Alright. Yeah, he wasn't that bad. I just need to use my shield more. I haven't been using my shield because so many of these... Well, for one, I didn't have 100% physical resist shield, so at that point it was fairly worthless. Now, yeah, unfortunately we have that. Which is new to Scholar. It's a Guardian Dragon, I think it's called. Now, I would have to assume that this is a one death, and it... Oh, actually, you know what? Come to think of it. I think I watched somebody play Scholar the First Sin. They killed it as they died, and it 100% came back. Because, yeah, it does that. Why it's doing it over there, I have no idea. But it does that. And that will fucking kill me. I mean, I realize I fought the flame lizards, and, you know, which is obviously also fire. Now, I don't know if it can attack me down here is the thing. Because, you know, I want to soul arrow it. Also, I did try out the whip. It is a decent weapon, but... Okay. Now, unfortunately, spells in that do have a range. And I think that missed. Yeah, that, I think, is missing. Not sure if I can even hit it from here. Oof, that is I'm just so worried that I'm gonna get close and then it's just gonna fucking come on, can maybe hit its head? No. No. Apparently there's like a spot that's slightly weaker than the rest. I mean, as long as his head stays there, I might have enough to kill it. And yes, this is insanely cheesy, but you know what? Don't care in the slightest. Because if we can kill it, I imagine it's a lot of souls, and we need to kill it to get through that to that building there, I do believe. And you can actually use, I think there's just one summon in this section, but I'm pretty sure you can use them at least. I know in Dark Souls 2, I think you could use them for both fights, or for both bosses. Goodbye. Okay. So now that it's dead, right. Now, where the hell is my fucking sword? Oh wait, it's up one, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. Alright. Because, yeah, and I think there's another thing that lowers this drawbridge. But I think, the way it used to work anyway, is if you killed the Dragon Rider first, which is the one that's down there right next to the summon would still be there. Oh, nice, I got a Watch Dragon Parma. And what was the other thing I got? All Soldier. That ain't good? It's less physical. Pretty cool shield, though. Oh, whoops. Train leg shield back up. And then, what the hell is the other thing I got? Soul? Okay, well, it definitely wasn't that. Prism Stone, no. Seriously, what did I get from the dragon? What is that? Oh, I think that's the Grand Lance, yeah. And then we got the Old Knight Great Sword. Dragon Lake Sword. No, those all look the same. Those all look the same, except for obviously the new shield. I don't think it would have dropped armor. Oh, I think this might be it. No, that's the Ring of Binding I just didn't look at. So yeah, with the Ring of Binding, because I think without the Ring of Binding, if you die enough times or get cursed enough times, you go down to half health. With the Ring of Binding, I think you only go down to 75. So we'll pull this. Like I said, I don't know if that dragon respawns, because I mean, while it does make a good blocker before you can go up and fight this guy, before you can go up and fight this one, at the same time, it's such a bitch move to put it there and have it respawn, since, you know, you kill it once and then you can lower the bridge. That makes sense. And once again, I don't feel bad about cheesing it, just like the Pursuer, because we're going to end up fighting more of them at some point. There's a big section with a bunch of fucking dragons. Whether or not it's the same kind of dragon, I don't know. I just know there's a bunch of dragons that we need to fight later. But yeah, we'll head down. We still have the other knight down there to kill in front of the Dragon Rider. And in fact, I may actually need to use one of the effigies, because I'm not sure if I can summon. Because I know in Dark Souls 1 you couldn't summon unless you were human, but I don't know if that holds true for this one, because their hollowing is so different. And obviously it's a lot harder to farm effigies. You know what? Actually, I will kill this knight. Because like I said, once we kill the Dragon Rider, these guys I think will start to walk around. Which is which, like I said, is a reason why I really don't want to kill the Dragon Rider without clearing these guys fully out first. Oh. How did you miss that? Like, I fucking missed that guy. And yeah, it's not here unless I'm human. That's fine. I have 17 of them. And you can farm them, I want to say. I think there is a way to farm them. Do I or do I not want to? Because like I said, once we kill the Dragon Rider, these guys will start to walk around. But I killed that guy, so we should be able to summon him again and go up and fight the other boss as well. Let's see. And I mean, there's no way that we've been going for an hour yet, right? 40 minutes, I mean, that's not a bad part. I could technically leave it here. Well, first let me check to see, make sure we got everything. Hide Knight, Nameless Soldier, Human Effigy. Great Sword and Shield, yeah. Raising that. Lloyd's Talisman. Yeah, that's just telling me how to fight the guys I've already killed. Okay, going to the left. Old Knight, always hostile Hide Knight. Oh, and apparently 3 Black Phantoms over there in New Game Plus. Wow. Oh, there's a summonings for a sheep in that area. Okay, hang on. We're going back. So apparently there's a shade over there that we can summon. Now once again, shades are more used to farm stuff, I think, than actually fight bosses. But, well, maybe it's just in New Game Plus that there's a summoning sign over here. It'd be a smaller sign, but I don't see it. But maybe that's also in New Game Plus. They were just talking about it, so yeah, I don't see one. Yeah, it's got to be in Dead End Staircase. Yeah, Divine Blessing. Oh, that's a Hellkite Dragon. Oh, it dropped a Petrified Dragon Bone. That's what it was. Okay. Ring of Binding. Okay. Okay, and then that's after you kill him. Okay, so then that's just after you kill him. Okay, so I'm gonna check here. Because like I said, Masterless Glencore, which is the summon that's down there. I don't know what the hell the shade they're talking about there. It must be just in New Game Plus, maybe to help you deal with the Phantoms. Because for the most part, Phantoms are harder than any other enemies in the game. Because, I mean, here's the thing, right? I could also just, like, pause, like, the stop recording right now, kill everything in the area to death, and then do the boss, and then, like, start recording again and do the boss fights. I mean, that is something I could do, I guess. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay, so yeah, I guess as long as I fight, it just says that I can summon them for both. It doesn't actually say or specify that I can't do it if I do one or the other. So I think that is what I'll do, because like I said, killing all the Hide Knights over and over again isn't going to be a problem unless I kill the Dragon Rider, in which case it's going to become a big problem, because like the here, let's get this guy while I speak. Oh, nice, actually. Oh, oops. Because, like, since I can hit them while they're down, obviously that makes it significantly easier for me. But, like, that guy, like, when I come down the stairs to kill him, obviously I think he will aggro at the same time as the guy guarding the door, which will be a big problem. I have to fight them both at the same time. Obviously, the two that are that way automatically aggro anyway, so that doesn't make a difference. But then we also have, and considering how far those two guys over there fucking followed me, like, they followed me all the way over here to fucking kill me. Like, that was ridiculous. So considering that, I mean, and then like we have this guy here who would obviously stand up and start to fight me. And if they patrol around, then he may not even have to stand up. He may just already be up. It's a very weird attack that he has there. It's not a good attack, but it is a weird one. But yeah, like that guy will aggro me. So like I think that is what I'm going to do. Is I'm gonna kill everything till it's dead, and then I'll come back and fight the boss, or fight, and we'll come back and then fight the two bosses with Glencore, who apparently gets more appearances in Scholar than he did in the original. So yeah, with that, we have now officially cleared the area besides the bosses once. So I will be back once I have done it like 13 and a half more times probably, I think. I think most things, although a lot of things I've been reading now say that they have like a 12 spawn limit, not a 15 like I thought it was in the original. So yeah, I shall be back as soon as I have cleared this section enough to my liking.
Clothe me. Thank you so very much. The only thing I can offer is pyromancy. But if that might help you, come to me.
Alright, so hello everybody, welcome back to the second, well I guess the second part might be a bit much. Also, did I not have another, I pulled out another, or at least I thought I had pulled out a hollow infantry that I brought for pants. Yes, that's fine. I also realized that I never actually got the pyromancy flame from her, like I thought I would.
As a parent, I faced the most frightful things. The number of times I nearly died.
But yeah, I had realized while I was farming that we never actually came, or that we never actually saw her once she got here. Okay. So I went to find her, and sure enough, she was standing where Ben Hart usually is, because he's obviously gone now because I opened the path for him, just so I have some in mind. Alright, and there, now she's wearing... Did she take the top off and now just wearing the pants? So when you give her clothes, you have to give her the full set. You know what? Whatever. You can stay like that for now. But yeah, I've leveled up a bunch. Most of it actually went into my vitality so that I could equip. So I've got my Drang Lake chest piece and pants, and I don't know, I'll check in a second because I'm not sure if I got the gloves or not. I also got quite a bit of the old Knight set. Yeah, and then the hard leather gauntlets. So I got, hang on, I'll actually just go up a bit. I don't like standing there, I don't know why. I realize that like nothing's gonna come and push me off the ledge. I just can't trust it though. But yeah, I did get quite a bit of the old Knight set. So I got the helmet. Oops. I got the chest. I didn't get the gloves. The gloves, for some reason, are a giant pain in the ass. Because like even on like my first Dark Souls 2 playthrough, where I 100%ed it, the fucking gloves were the thing that held me up more than anything. I also got 2 old Knight Greatswords now. So that's that's the old Knight set except for the gloves, obviously, because for some reason this game does not like to give me the gloves. So we'll go back to our normal set here, because it's also better than the old Knight set. Although I'm not sure if the I mean, it's a great sword, so it's going to be a lot slower. It might do more damage, but I don't know. I prefer the faster weapons over the big heavy weapons. I know like a huge amount of people go through this game with the ultra great swords, but I just can't bring myself to do it. I also died once while I was doing it. Sadly enough, it wasn't even to like one of the Hide Knights or one where like 2 people were fighting me at once, because like I found out that if you stand here and angle yourself just right, you can actually hit the old knight that's aggro's with the Hyde Knight and draw him out by himself, and he's the one who killed me. Out of all the enemies here, the Hyde Knights actually became super fucking easy once I figured out how to kill them. Although the one almost got me because I couldn't get the fucking backstab off on him for some reason. It just wasn't letting me. But yeah, now that all that is sorted, we'll summon Glenn here. We'll beat up the Dragon Rider. Recruit another person to Majula, actually. I think that she's behind the Dragon Rider and not the other guy. And then we'll go and fight the other guy and find a covenant that we won't do anything with. But it's actually one of the piss-off covenants that has the spells locked in it. But you can't advance it without PvP. Now, the sad thing about this boss is he's so fucking easy. I don't think that they ever become normal enemies. I'm pretty sure that at all points they are a boss. There are, I think, at least one boss battle where you fight two of them at once. But this guy is actually so pathetic that Glenn can actually win the fight on his own. You actually don't need to even help. Oof, he got me at that. I thought I'd get mine. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. And nope. Dragon Rider down. He's super easy. Glenn is a great fucking buddy to have. There's the Dragon Rider soul. Nothing else with him. Just the soul. I want to say you might need like 4 of those for boss weapons. The last giant, I think you only need 2. But there's no achievement for all the boss weapons in this game. That was one of them in Dark Souls 2. Or not Dark Souls 2, in Dark Souls 1. Which is actually one of the reasons why you had to beat that game 2.5 times, which was really weird. Because like you needed 2 of every boss soul, including the final boss, because you needed 2 of the final boss soul, because you needed 1 for a miracle and 1 for a weapon.
Are you from these parts? My name is Lycia. I have come to spread the art of miracles, a practice of which I am a disciple. I can see that you are well suited to comprehend their wondrous power. But the cost of it, that's real hard to decide. I'd heard awful rumors about this place, and I'm afraid they were all true. The king, gone. The earth, ravaged. The burden on the people weighs heavy. I fear that, by now, they may have scarce room in their hearts for miracles. Why did I come here? Well... do I need any other reason than to spread the gospel of miracles? My preceptor always said this art should be shared with the world. And such is my only wish. Sometimes I fight the urge to pack up and go back home. It is... well, I must do this. And being out here all alone only makes this a more fitting test of my fortitude. I expected this cathedral to be bustling, but there's hardly a soul to be found here. Without any goings-on, I'll have to move soon. To a place I could help the gullible by teaching the good word.
Yeah, she's a real good carrot person, right?
I expected this cathedral to be bustling, without any... to a place...
So now she'll move to Majula, and she'll actually go... what is this one? Ring of Prayer increases faith. And then she sells a bunch of miracles. Some of them are pretty good. I mean, heal is obviously decent. I don't know what some of these do, actually. Lightning Spear is obviously good. Homeward, I think, is just Homeward Bone in miracle form. And then Guidance is worthless, as far as I'm aware.
No need for miracles.
It leads you to where your next objective or something is. Or at least, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it puts a path on the ground to something, but I don't remember what. And then obviously this path here is now open to us over here, but we're not going to go that way because that is actually to the... I think that's the next area we'll be going to. How the fuck did we get up here, by the way? Ah, here we go. But yeah, now Glenn's sign seems to be gone. Alright, well, maybe we don't get to use them for both fights. I'm pretty sure that you were supposed to be able to use them for both fights. Maybe it's just that you can use them for either fight, but not both, then. I didn't remember... Oh, no, it is there. Okay, awesome. Alright, Glenn. And he's, like I said, he's a fucking amazing summon. Because he does so much damage. Because he wields the fucking claymore, I think it is. And he's just fucking great. And because it's a giant heavy weapon, he can actually stagger the bosses after a few hits. And I think he can do it... is he? Yeah, see, and then he also has a shield, so he can even parry. You don't see that very often, just because he's an NPC, you don't see them parry very often. And then especially against bosses, it would have to be a parryable attack, and you would have to get it right. Now granted, because obviously he's an AI, he has a much better chance of timing right. Also, learned something today. Apparently I think it's called shadow play on my recording software, so like if I wanted to, I could record before, like stuff that I was doing before I actually hit record. Turns out that it actually starts to save that on my computer as it goes, because when I went to record this part of the video, because I had played for so long, and ow, alright, Ornstein, you prick. I did not expect that. Oof, that was rough, but you can't capitalize on it very well, so. Oof. Once again, destroying stuff, but I mean, Glenn's fucking laying into... Wow, or, dude. Oh, sorry, you're not Ornstein, that's right, you're an old Dragon Slayer, because you're clearly not Ornstein. But man, he's got a fucking hard on for me. Even though Glenn's doing a fuck ton of damage. Glenn is, like I said, Glenn is great. He can basically solo both of these bosses. Now, unlike in Dark Souls 1 when you fight Ornstein, he doesn't actually have any lightning attribute in this one. Oh, I fucking staggered him twice. He does have dark attribute though, which can suck. Glenn can also heal, by the way. Like, not only can he fucking dish out a huge amount of damage, he can fucking heal himself. And goodbye to you. Glenn, you've been great. You're the best partner that I've had so far. Although it's hard to tell since the last fight was super fucking easy, so I mean... Granted, neither of these fights were hard either. He almost got me, though. Okay, so the old Leo ring, I don't remember what it does. Strengthens thrust weapon counterattacks. So what counterattacks are in this game, it's when you hit somebody as they're doing an attack. So like that would increase the damage of that attack there. As for this sword though, I'm reasonably certain that that is literally the only attack that it would strengthen. Nothing else that you do with this sword, I believe, is considered a thrust attack. Which makes sense because none of it is thrusting. So. Cleric's Parma and a tower shield. And a cracked blue eye orb. I don't even think I can join this covenant right now because I think I need an item to do it. Let's see. Oh, there it is. The Cleric's Parma, which I think it says spell parry on it. So I don't know if that means that like I can parry a spell, or if that means that, like, I can cast... Because I know there's some shields that you can use to cast spells or something, which is always interesting. So, yeah, that one, and then I got the tower shield, which is cool, but it's a great shield. So you can't parry with it, and it's obviously super fucking heavy. And I have no intention of putting even more points into vitality anytime soon. So now we have this prick.
Transient being. This is no place for one such as you. Be gone. You are not needed. You wouldn't.
Yeah, see. So until you get an item, and there's two different ways to get an item. If you put down a white sign soapstone and get summoned to another world and help a guy out, you'll get one of the items, a token of fidelity. And then there's one out in the world. I can't remember where it is, though. It's in some area that I don't think we've been. Well, I mean, we haven't been to it yet. If we had, we would have the item. That you can go, and then you can join them. And the way they work is they are purely PvP. When you're a part of that covenant, if somebody who's in the way of the blue covenant, which is the guy back at Majula, there was no bonfire over there, right? No, I don't think so. Actually, I should see if there, because I don't think there's a... Okay, that's just all about after fighting the Dragon Rider. It doesn't actually say anything about the guy. Yeah, it just tells you how to get to him. So you know what, I'm just going to click on the old Dragon Slayer and see if it tells me anything about past him. Apparently, if you are in dragon form with the Dragon Torso Stone, I don't know what that is. Okay, story. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. Alright. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that there's nothing else past that point. Maybe. I don't know. I might look it up in between. Oh, whoops, I ran out of stamina. You can jump that railing if you're coming down the stairs. You can make a little hop to it. Now, since we talked to her, we exhausted her dialogue. That was after we talked to her, right? Or we rested after we talked to her, right? Because she should be up these stairs now. Now, the thing about her is she actually gives you stuff if you have 20 faith, I think it is. Like if your faith gets up to 20, which it will be at some point, and you talk to her, she'll be extremely impressed and just give you a bunch of stuff. I don't remember exactly what she gives you. She might give you like the stuff she's wearing in that. And also for like NPCs, you can get, I think, every piece of gear that you see an NPC wearing. And oh, whoops. In general, I think there's two ways to get every piece of gear. One is to finish their quest line, and then they'll give it to you. And then the other way is to kill them. If you kill them, then Melentia, I think, will sell their equipment. Now, I don't know if that's for every NPC. I think some of them will drop stuff when you, drop pieces of their gear when you kill them. And, I'm pretty sure everybody will drop something when they die. But I'm pretty sure that to get all of their, every NPC's gear, if you kill them, you have to buy it at Melentia. But we're not going to do that. Except for maybe two. Because, I mean, there's that guy whose gear we can't get because obviously we can't. Because you get his, the people that are part of the Covenants, they give you shit once, you've maxed out your rank. And we can't max out his rank or the other guy's rank, so we might end up killing them. But just to get their equipment. But, you know.
An honor to see you again. This room is not as it seems. There are two, not one pathways leading out. And only this lovely thing reveals the other path. And this, you lovely thing, only runs on miracles. Shall I provide you with one?
Okay, so give her 2,000 souls. Now, she says it runs on miracles. That's a lie. It's just it has a key that she has. So, if you kill her, she'll drop the key and you can just do it yourself. So that leads to some forest, I want to say.
To cast miracles, you must have strong faith in the gods. began as tales told by gods. We preserve their will with law, pray to their greatness, and are blessed in return. You must nourish your faith. Miracles have been... Isn't it extraordinary to think they've existed since the very origins of the world? And now, you can have this power for yourself. Don't miss out on the road to enlightenment.
I'm actually going to see, because I don't think that we even have enough faith to use any of these miracles. 12, 18, 14, 16, 25. I mean, Lightning Spear is 22, and it's probably the most useful out of the ones that she sells.
What is the first... Well, it's... You're not ready to comprehend it, I'm afraid.
So she doesn't know.
You require more faith and more miracles. Many more miracles.
I'm pretty sure that's the last of her
power of
dialogue. But yeah, this leads to Huntsman's Copse, I think it's called. But we'll grab this, the Rouge Water, just because it's like right there. But yeah, that is all of Heides' Tower of Flame. That's literally all of it. There is absolutely nothing left in that place, unless you want to count on the pathway that we opened up, like the stuff there until we reach the next area. I guess you could consider that part of it, but you know, that's a toss-up. But yeah, that'll be it for this part. We've recruited a couple more people, Rosabeth and Lucia, whatever the fuck her name was. Lucy, I'll just call her Lucy for now until I learn her name. And Lucy there. So.
Be here.
Okay, and then yeah.
Have you seen that pit? I don't know
okay.
what it's like.
Because I mean, it really depends on what you count. Because like technically, we could go down that pit, and it's considered. I think that pit is actually considered part of Majula. Because what I was going to do to get the 100% is you can use bonfire ascetics, and it'll change your game from, or it'll change the area of the bonfire, or the area around the bonfire that you used it in from New Game to New Game Plus, which will actually upgrade stuff. So like if we used it in Heides' Tower of Flame, the Hyde Knights would start dropping their armor because it would technically be New Game Plus. And then if we did it in Majula, we could get the butterfly set because he would start selling it, and the shield, I think it would be in chest. But unfortunately, that does not work to get the spells required. You can only buy them in New Game Plus Plus, and it literally has to be New Game Plus Plus. You can't just get there, use 2 bonfire ascetics, and buy the items, unfortunately. The other thing that I learned, and now this is kind of cool, I don't know why it's a thing and nobody else does either, but if you use, I don't know if it has to be bonfire ascetics, or if you can just make it to a certain New Game cycle, but like these flames here, so like this flame was because we defeated the last giant. If we kill it 7 more times, I think, it's 8 times total, that flame will turn blue. Nobody knows what the point of that is. People have went and killed every single boss that lights a flame on there 8 times to turn all the flames blue. And apparently it does nothing, which is really weird that they bothered with the change. Now, as far as I'm aware, New Game 7 Plus, which would be your 8th time through the game, is the hardest difficulty there is. Now, whether or not on New Game 7 Plus, those flames would just be blue when you kill them, or if you would have to kill them 8 times on a single playthrough, I don't know. I don't think we got any upgrade materials, but we'll check.
I knew you.
But yeah, it's just like a really kind of weird little like interaction that there is. I kind of want to upgrade the whip, because like I said, it was a pretty decent weapon. What do I need? Oh, I need Twinkling Titanite to upgrade the Drink Lake stuff. And I think I probably need that to upgrade the armor as well, eh? Yeah. I mean, I could upgrade my Hunter's Hat, but I don't really feel the need to do that. I don't know. You know what? I'm not going to upgrade the whip because I do plan on pulling out a whip and using it at some point. but there's a better one that you can get than this. Now, granted, I don't remember exactly where you can get it, so it might be so far into the game that at that point it wouldn't be worthwhile for me to switch because I'd be so used to my current strike or loadouts. But worst comes to worst, I can join the Covenant of Champions and practice on weaker enemies, because I mean that is always an option, since the Covenant of Champions will respawn everything and stop it from despawning. So it would let me get the hang of like any new weapons that I want to try out once we get to the, or once we get any. But yeah, that'll be it for this week. I have nothing to do in between now. As far as I know, I'll look up to see if any of the, because I want to say that the knights might drop awe stones, and if that's true, I might grind out 50 of them for the Covenant Champions. I know that there's an easier way to do it. There's like an NPC invader down in the pit somewhere that respawns, that is guaranteed to drop an awe stone. So I might wait for that. I'll see, like I said, if any of them drop it, and if they do, what their drop rate is. Because even if it's something like 50%, I might do it, because I do have my merchant hat, which obviously increases the drop rate a little bit. But if it's anything less than that, then I'm probably not going to bother, and I'll just wait for like the guaranteed drop rate later. But yeah, that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week for more.